You know, it's still my faithful 65-year-old wife here. With my old car in the garage. Still renting a house above me, and I was floating. You know? And then when you get up, this is this world. Some are living with these aspirations. Some are living with this ambition. How long will this remain the goal of your life, I ask you, my brother? How long will you be a victim of this system? How long will you be enveloped by this delusion? How long will you be engulfed by this propaganda? Al-Kayyisu man dana nafsa. Let us become the one who the Prophet of Allah sanctions as intelligent. Let us become the one who the Prophet of Allah refers as intellectual. And that is the one that can subdue his ego. Take control over it. The horse is wonderful as long as the reins are in your hand. As long as you controlling the reins. So you let the horse eat when you feel it's time to eat. But if that horse controls you, then I'm afraid that horse will move at a pace you cannot control. It will eat as long as it wants to eat. It will move when it wants to move. Then that horse is not a benefit. The nafs, indeed, it has its share. It has its share, and we have to give it. The Prophet ﷺ said, Inna li jasadika alayka haqqa. Inna li zawjika alayka haqqa. Your body has a right over you. Give it time. Give it place. Rawwihul quluba sa'a. Give the body time to unwind. Give it time to relax. These are the teachings. Islam is not a monotonous faith. Islam is not a rigid faith. Islam is not that you abandon all forms. No. The Prophet ﷺ, when he came, those young girls in a melodious voice were singing couplets in his welcome, and they were receiving him with a spirit of joy. And then they went on and they said, وَفِينَا نَبِيٌّ يَعْلَمُ مَا فِي غَدِي. And we're so lucky we have a prophet who also knows the future. The Prophet ﷺ said, no, stop them. Let our joy be in a manner that we don't trespass the limits of Allah. Only He knows the future. I'm not that. That's undue praise. That doesn't befit me. So our joy is in its place, but it's restricted. We have our limitations. We also have happiness. We don't clap hands. We say Allahu Akbar. We also have moments of joy. We also have moments of excitement. But we don't have to match other cultures to be complete again. We don't have to match other cultures to be complete. Like a woman, don't measure her with a man for her to be a woman, for her to be a human. She's an independent woman. Consider her independence in her Allah-given privileges. Don't compare her with a man. My brother, Allah has given you joy. The Quran says, the Hadith says, لا تصوموا في هذه الأيام فإنها أيام أكل وشرب وبعار. That fasting on the day of Eid is forbidden. It's not, apart from the fact that it's not a reward, it's a sin. Why? Because Allah said, today you eat. Today Allah is hosting you and you're the guest of Allah. So eat, but eat that which is lawful. Dress in your best clothes, but dress in a manner that you don't offend Allah. We make dua to the Almighty Allah that the reality of what was said dawns upon us. We engage in this world in a manner that we come closer to Allah. Yeah, I have painted before you in the light of this verse from birth to death, a complete history of life. Those of us that are elderly, look back into our life and we can go down memory lane and we'll pick up a lot of regrets on the way. We'll pick up a lot of regrets and remorse. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? But we know we've been through those stages. Let us not be foolish to follow the other stages. Let our eyes open now before it's too late. May Allah inspire myself, one and all, with the reality and favor us with a life that is in accordance with His obedience. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.